No, I gotta get my props out of here, so y'all bear with me for a minute. It looks like a Star Wars deal. You're gonna hear about this in just a second. Well, good morning. It's great to be back at the fair. My lovely, darling woman I'm married to is sitting over here. We celebrated our 52nd wedding anniversary yesterday. And if somebody said, "What's the secret?" Well, a young boy asked his grandfather, said, "What's the secret to the year-long marriage, Grandpa?" He said, "Is it because you always call Grandma beautiful, darling, honey? Is that the secret?" He said, "Oh no, son." He said, "I forgot her name 5 years ago and I'm afraid to ask her." So my wife's name is Mary. I thought I'd point that out. It's been an honor to serve you as your state insurance commissioner and fire marshal. I'm planning on running for re-election, and I'm very serious about my job. I love doing what I do. My responsibility is real basic. It's to help the consumers of this state and enforce the insurance laws that are on our books to be certain insurance companies can pay a claim. Many appreciate our help. Here's a recent email that one of our consumer guys, Ryan Blakeney, who's out in the crowd, got Monday. This is verbatim. "I wanted to let you know how wonderful it feels to have people in Mississippi government working for us. My husband retired from Ingalls a couple of years ago, and I've been fighting to find affordable health insurance for both of us ever since then. The insurance I was able to get was not very good. It was very expensive. He's not yet Medicare age. I finally called the insurance commissioner's office, and he was put me in touch with you. The information you provided me was spot on. I was able to get affordable insurance for both my husband and myself from U.S. Health Group, and the people with that organization were so helpful and kind. I cannot thank you enough for all your help. Have a great Monday. Yes, Travis." They saved over $6,000 a year on the insurance. Here's another story of someone that called me about a year ago. The mother of a U.S. veteran called asking for help. Her son, a resident of Mississippi, had recently left the military, the Navy, because he was ill. He did not re-up due to this illness and left the military, as I said, and was uninsured. His mother took him to an emergency room physician who looked at him, and he said, "This kid's dying from liver failure and in need of a transplant." The family could not afford a liver specialist that would see him because he was uninsured. So MID, through Bob Williams, one of our directors, contacted the head of the University Medical Center and asked if their specialist would see this young man. Within 24 hours of that call, her son saw a specialist at the University Medical Center who was able to stabilize him and got him certified for a liver transplant. He still couldn't get on the liver transplant list, but he was a veteran. I called Randy Reeves, the then head of the Veteran Affairs Board, a good friend of mine. I said, "Randy, can you help?" He said, "Mike, I can get him on VA benefits within 24 hours, which he did. Long story short, we got him on the list. He got a liver transplant. He's a productive citizen today." That's what we do at this department. We had a single lady. And think about what I'm going to say to you. This could be you if you have 4 children. We had a single lady call asking for help. She said, "I make $11,270 a year, too much money to get on Medicaid. I can't afford $700 a month for health insurance. Can you help?" We helped her. We got on the ACA plan and saved her about $650 a month in health insurance costs, and she now has health insurance. This year, our consumer division, under the direction of Andy Case, has helped people with over 1,000 complaints and got more than $5 million for consumers. Now that does not go through the legislature, thank God, so we keep it. It goes straight to the consumer. I'm being positive. Last year, the same group fielded 15,000 phone calls and collected $5.3 million in benefits for consumers in this state. We have an NAIC life insurance locator that helps people find life insurance policies that may have been lost on the parents or someone who's passed away in their family. Since late 2016, this tool has found policies for 168 folks in our state, allowing them to collect over $3 million. One of our biggest challenges in the industry and in our department is helping consumers stay informed and educated about insurance issues that face our state. I want to applaud the agents and the other groups that are helping us in these outreach programs. We've licensed over 332 new companies to write insurance in this state in the last decade, which increases competition and lowers consumer rates. Let me talk a minute about health care. I remain very concerned about the current ongoing contract negotiations between Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Mississippi and the University of Mississippi Medical Center. I believe that a willingness to compromise and communicate, coupled with sincere negotiations, will allow the parties to identify common ground and to potentially resolve their differences. As a result, I requested that Blue Cross Blue Shield and the University Medical Center appear at a mediation conference with a professional independent mediator in an effort to settle the matter. Both ended up appearing. The negotiations were due to expire at midnight last night, and I will tell you that what we saw on the news was that the University Medical Center said that they would extend the contracts for at least another month to the month of August for the benefits, and they're making some progress in the negotiation. You want to know why I have to look at the news to find out? Well, regulations prohibit the department from getting directly involved in contract negotiations between a healthcare provider and an insurer, but I believe I'm compelled as your insurance commissioner to step up and explore every possible alternative for a resolution to contract disputes and provide the citizens of our state with affordable insurance and access to insurance. We monitor health care changes directly by those in Washington. President Trump recently signed an executive order allowing states more flexibility and oversight of something called short-term duration policies and association health plans. This can help millions of Americans and Mississippians obtain quality, affordable health insurance. That means more coverage options and more affordable pricing. AHPs can be formed by cities, counties, states, or multi-state entities to serve employers within their framework. The filing rates, and this is good news, this is something that nobody's heard yet, for next year from our two major insurance carriers in the state of Mississippi that sell individual policies indicate that with the exception of small groups, rate increases will be less than 2%. That's a miracle when you look in the paper and you see 27 and 28% increases in other states. Many of you may know that after all the rain, you're probably interested in this, the National Flood Insurance Program was renewed late yesterday, in the state Senate, and I wanted to thank Senator Worker and Senator Sidney Hyde-Smith and all our congressional delegation, Congressman Kelly, Harper, Thompson, and Palazzo for their efforts in trying to renew and reform our NFIP. I had hoped Congress would pass a long-term resolution for the flood insurance, as well as creating a clear path for us to have privatization and private flood insurance. We need competition in the market, and we need the federal government to let us have competition and allow more options for consumers. This year, we were able to fund the Rural Fire Truck Program, which saves lives and property and also keeps homeowner insurance rates affordable. That program has not been funded for 6 out of 10 years. So I want to personally say to Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves and Speaker Philip Gunn, thank you for your help in this funding effort. I give a lot of credit to Senator Violet Carmichael, Gary Chisholm, and to your own Scott Bounds here from Neshoba County for helping us get funding for these fire trucks. Everyone benefits from fire protection. This program has saved citizens of this state, listen to this number, $1.6 billion since 1965 with only a $46 million state investment. Think about it, $1.6 billion with only a $46 million state investment. By the way, most of our volunteer firemen are trained at the State Fire Academy run by Director Reggie Bell over here. Raise your hand, Reggie. Our State Fire Marshal's Office remains committed to reducing fire deaths in Mississippi. Our fire educators travel the state trying to train folks and show children and adults what to do in the event of a fire and raise public awareness of fire safety. We have partnered with the American Red Cross for the Sound the Alarm, Save Life campaign that installs smoke and fire alarms. When I wrote this speech yesterday, I had 55 fire deaths in the state. Today we have 57 fire deaths in the state of Mississippi. We had a mother and a small child die last night up in the West Point area. The state fire marshal will investigate 57, actually it's 59 now fire deaths. We will investigate 57 of these fire deaths and we'll probably investigate the 2 in West Point. Over half of these homes had no working smoke alarm, including the 3 deaths last year in DeSoto County. death this weekend of a young child in Forest County. We are continuing our outreach to bring smoke alarms to homes that need them. Working smoke alarms saves lives. They cost less than $20. My wife said this is not proper English, but a life is worth more than $20. Buy somebody a smoke alarm if they don't have one. This is the 129th year of the fair, a very old tradition. Woo! Y'all holler for that. I hadn't been speaking to all 129 of them, but Dick Hall is, I think. He's a friend. I can get away with it. He's a good guy, too. Talking about things that are old, I told you when I stepped up here, this is an old fire alarm, smoke alarm. It's a wind-up. Sounds like a school bell. And I don't know how it works. They tried to explain it to me yesterday. I just know they told me, they said, if you leave it in a hot car for 10 minutes and the temperature goes up more than 2 degrees a minute, it's going to go off and your car may blow up. Now this smoke alarm still works. And you know what? It's pretty damn smart. It can even tell you how hot all the speeches are going to get politically later on today. You gotta listen to this. That's what it's going to do right there. It'll tell you how hot it's going to be. It's always an honor to be here at the fair. I truly appreciate letting me be your state fire marshal and insurance commissioner. God bless you. God bless the great state of Mississippi and these United States of America. Thank you.